Hey guys, hope you're all having a fantastic day out there so far, and thank you for joining me in today's review video. So I have some really cool news I'm going to share with you guys in just a little bit. I'm also going to review this beautiful guitar and tell you what brand it is in just a moment, if you don't already know, which some of you might already know. I think some of you already do. But I'm also going to show you guys an original song I wrote using only this guitar, just like the old days. So yeah, stick around for that if you want. Alright, so jumping right into the video, let's go ahead and first talk about what guitar this is. Like, you know, the make, the model, the brand, all that good stuff. So this is an AIO guitar, okay, from All-in-One Guitars. And if you guys guessed that in the comment section of my post the other day, good job, you got it right. Some of you guys were quick on that, by the way. You were like, All-in-One Guitars. I was like, man, how'd they get that so fast? Now this model here is the S2 SSH model. As you guys can see, it's got 2 single coil pickups, 1 humbucker, really cool. Then you have a whammy bar here, 1 volume, 1 tone knob, and a 5-way pickup selector switch. So really cool modern fusion strat style guitar. I like it. Now you can get this S2 model in a few different colors. Like they have a gothic one and then like a boysenberry one, which all look great. But for me personally, I think this is the best looking one of them all. It's got that natural fusion kind of vibe. I just love the aesthetic. It's just really sexy. But again, it's just my opinion. I know some people don't like the natural look, but I do. I think it looks really cool, especially the back. I mean, look at that. That's killer, man. Alright, so let me go ahead and break down how this video is going to go for you guys. I'm going to break this video down into 3 sections. Section 1, I'm going to talk about the specs, the price, the features, you know, all the good stuff you want to know about this awesome AIO guitar. Section 2, I'm going to do some live random noodling. And then lastly, in Section 3, I'm going to give you guys a brand new original song I wrote using only this guitar. But before I go any further into this video, I just want to share with you guys some news. So, I'm not going to be doing any more guitar reviews here on the channel unless they are from AIO. Okay, I'm going to be primarily working with AIO from now on. And it's not because of like commissions or kickback or anything like that. In fact, I'm not making any money off this video or for endorsing their product. Like, they're not offering me, you know, commission or anything. It's nothing like that. I personally value what AIO does. I think they're really good people. And not just because they're in California and I'm in California. It's not like, you know, we're the bro code or anything. It's more of just the fact that I have a lot of respect for Jin, the owner. I've talked to him several times and he's just always been really humble, really down to earth. And they really care about what they're doing over there. Like, I don't see that level of care in a lot of these companies. Like, I know I've reviewed a lot of guitars here on the channel and I've, you know, given my ups and downs about them, but I honestly can't think of one negative or, you know, downside of AIO guitars. Like, I've done 3 guitars now. This is my 3rd one. I have not seen any issue with their quality. I've seen no issue with their, you know, material or products that they use. Like, it's just always top-notch stuff. And you can see the level of care in the product itself and how they set it up. You know what I mean? The fact that they do pro-level setups on every guitar before it leaves and, you know, arrives at your doorstep is just incredible in my opinion. Now, there's a lot of great guitar companies out there, sure. You know, people like Firefly, Donner, Fesley, or whatever. But to me personally, and this is just my personal opinion, I don't think any of those brands really compare to AIO. I think AIO is like in a whole different level. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't even want to call them a budget guitar because, you know, I feel like they belong in like a more elite class than just calling them budget guitars, right? I mean, I think they hold their own easily against like $1,000 to $2,000 Fenders and Gibsons and, you know, Charvels and whatnot. I mean, honestly, I like the way this feels better than the Charvel I had back in the day. You know, I had a DK24 model. Great guitar, but the neck was a little too flat for me, and there are some other issues. But this guitar here plays and it actually feels better than the Charvel I owned back then. I'd even say it felt better than the Schecter I owned for a while. That had some wiring issues, but besides the point, I'm going on a rant here. I guess my whole point is, I'm not doing this for commission. I'm not doing this for money. I'm doing this because I love this company, and I think what they're doing is just awesome. I have a lot of respect, like I said, for the owner in this company. So from now on, I'm going to be using this guitar and only AIO guitars, at least for the next year or so, or however long the foreseeable future is. And you may see, you know, amp reviews, you know, gear reviews of, you know, non-guitar type here on the channel, lesson videos here and there. But yeah, that's pretty much what's going to be going on. So I just want to let you guys know that, be upfront and honest with you, because I feel like it's important to be sincere and just genuine, and I want to uphold that value. And I feel like AIO is a good company to do that with. So I'll go ahead and shut up now and get back into the review. Let's go ahead and jump into section 1. Let's talk about the specs, the price, the features of this awesome S2 AIO guitar. Alright guys, so this is my messy bed, my messy apartment here. I got the guitar laid out. It's still taped up, as you can see. I have not taken it out of the official box. I did take it out of this box here. Let me show you. This is the original box that came in, and it's pretty sturdy, pretty heavy duty, and of course it came with a lot of filler inside to keep the guitar safe. So really cool stuff. So let me just put this aside for now, and let's go ahead and unbox this guitar and see what it looks like. It's pretty easy to cut through. That's good news. As you guys can see, they have this bottom piece here. Like I said, they didn't hold back. They had a lot of filler to protect the guitar, which is really, really good. There was a lot of this stuff in here, from styrofoam to cardboard, keeping it really like compact and safe. So yeah, really cool. Let's go ahead and get rid of that for now. We're going to flip this guy around and see what we're looking at here. And we're going to unbox it. Oh, okay, it's a little heavy, so that's a good sign. Okay, got rid of that piece. Put that there for now. Okay, look at that. It looks really secure in there, by the way. When I tell you guys that, you know, a company like AIO sends you a guitar that's, you know, safe and sturdy and really good packaging material, I'm not kidding. You guys can see right now what I'm talking about. It's secure in there. You don't got to worry about it, you know, bouncing around. And like I said, all the added filler too is really helpful. So let's go and get rid of this tape here, and then let's take a look at the guitar. Let's get it out of here. Perfect. Okay, let me just get this thing off real quick. Right on the side of that, and wow, that is actually really, really cool. Let me just move this real quick there so we can kind of fit it back in here. And wow. That is beautiful. I don't know if you guys can see that okay. Alright, so I went ahead and took the camera off the tripod so I get a better look at this, and man, look at that guitar. That is beautiful, man. That is gorgeous. And look at the headstock. There's the AIO logo, all-in-one guitars, and yeah, look at that. The neck is pretty as well. But man, yeah, that body is gorgeous. Look at that. That is really something else. We'll go into the specs in a little bit. This is the S2 model on their website, and this is a SSH. So as you guys can see, 2 single coils, 1 humbucker, and does come with a landing bar. So that's going to be really fun to look at later. 5-way pickup selector switch, 1 volume, 1 tone. That's all you really need. But yeah, what a beautiful guitar, man. Let's go ahead and take a look at the back side of that real quick. Oh yeah, look at that. That is smooth, man. That is really, 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 really nice. As you guys can see, the neck, that is something else as well. Look at that. Gorgeous. Alright guys, so jumping right into the specs. For the body type, we got a solid 9-piece neck through. Beautiful looking, by the way. The body shape is a double cut style, which is very modern, especially if you're into like fusion or shred styles, which I am. The body material is made up of ash, walnut, and maple. Super resonant, super rich in tone. I think it's really, really good wood, in my opinion. The neck material is walnut, also great wood choice. Love walnut wood. For the neck shape, we got Slim D, almost a regular C, it says on their website. And I'll say the neck is perfect for what I do. It's not too thin, it's not too fat. It's like the perfect, you know, middle ground. We have a 12-inch fingerboard radius, moon dot abalone fingerboard inlays, which are gorgeous, by the way. Those things look beautiful. Ebony fingerboard, 22 frets, 25.5-inch scale length. Now, this guitar sells for $549 on our website, which, in my opinion, is a killer deal. I mean, for what you're getting, you know, quality parts from South Korea, you know, you're getting high-quality wood, you're getting a pro setup, by the way, on the guitar, right? Any guitar you buy from AIO has a pro-level setup from Jin and his team at AIO, okay, which is amazing, by the way. Like, they make the guitar feel like a $3,000-$4,000 guitar, in my opinion. Alright guys, so that's it for section 1. Let's go ahead and jump into section 2. I'm going to plug this guitar in and do some live random noodling. Let's check it out. Alright guys, so that's it for section 2. Let's go ahead and jump into our final section, section 3. I'm going to show you guys a brand new original song I wrote using only this AIO guitar. Let's check it out. guys, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. And more importantly, do you own an AIO guitar? If not, are you looking to try one out? If the answer is yes, I'll leave you a link down below in the description box you can go click on. And again, guys, big shout out and a big thank you to Jin from AIO. You're awesome, dude. Love what you're doing. I love your company and I love this guitar. Can't wait to put it to use on all my future videos. I'm just really excited I can help promote this brand. I think they're one of the few brands out there holding up high standards and keeping moral value. So that's important to me. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Rock on.